Alright everyone, this is your owner. So now we are going to make a video regarding short learning courses in Unisa, and then specifically to show how to generate or how to calculate the finances or the cost of the short course. So we're going to show you guys how to, in case let's say now you want to enroll in Unisa for a short course, and then you are wondering maybe how much the course is costing. Then we're going to make it easy for you so that before you apply, you check the amount that you're supposed to pay, and then if you're working, you budget based on that amount, or if you already have the certain amount, you then prepare yourself to pay the required amount. So now you just log in on the Google Chrome, then you type in Unisa website, then from there you type in on Unisa, then there we go. So from there, the good thing is that the application for short courses are still open. From 10th January, they are going to close on the 28th of February. So it is the good thing about the short courses. So in case you want to generate the amount you want to calculate how much does it cost, and then is it affordable, or how are you going to plan your way of payment. So which means before registration or before admission due date, you have to be aware what you are facing, and then how are you going to come up with that. So we're going to tap application for admission to study at Unisa in 2024. We tap apply, then there from applying, now we have undergraduate qualifications, we have honors degree. So if you're interested in applying for undergraduate, then you come here. For higher certificate, for diplomas, for bachelors, for honors, for masters. Actually here we come for honors. You come here for honors, which is yes, you do honors here, you do masters here. And now here is short learning programs for short courses. So applications and registration for Unisa's short learning programs will be opened from 10th January to 28th February, which means the closing date is 28th February. So still a long way to reach 28th. It's almost basically the month end of February, because February is ending on the 28th. So it's unlike other months. It's not ending on the 30th or 30th. It's ending on the 30th and the 28th. So let us step in to find out more about short courses. They are very useful, they are very beneficial. Unisa short courses. So it shows here you have to always try to study briefly what is short courses are. As we can see that the demonstration of short courses. Unisa's short learning programs are introductory. So which means now if you are working already, you are looking for to acquire some skills, or specifically short learning skills, you can apply for a short learning program. So these are non-degree programs meant to develop skills and knowledge in a chosen subject field in a quick and effective manner, and they are intended to update or broaden skills and knowledge in a specific area by covering fundamental keys concept. So the short learning programs follow a just enough learning approach, which means that they are designed to meet a potential student's specific learning needs or a unique employment requirement. So if you're studying and you realize that according to my studies, I would like to have a certain skills then you can apply for a short course while you are doing your bachelor's degree, your honors degree, or your degree. You can still do short learning programs. Or maybe let's say you are working, and now as you're working, maybe you're a teacher, and then you want to know maybe basic things about teaching, teaching like early childhood, more like primary school or crèche wise. Yeah, you can now come here and then enhance your educational skills. So which means that they are designed to meet a potential student specific learning needs or unique employment requirement. So short learning programs are located within the different academic departments of Unisa's colleges and are offered and administered by the Center for Lifelong Learning. So program content and registration criteria are available on the Unisa Center for Lifelong Learning website. Yeah, so here is the website. For any inquiries, you have here the email for inquiries for short learning programs. So which means now, before you apply, you must be interested in knowing briefly what is the presentation of this qualification. What does it? What are the outcomes? So how is it going to be helpful? As it shows here, who must apply? So which means now for requirements, everyone wanting to start a new short learning program must apply for admission. This includes first-time Unisa student. If you're a first-time, you never studied before in Unisa, you are welcome to apply. Unisa students changing to a new short learning program. If you're doing a short learning program and you realize that, okay, now since I started this program, I want to do a different program, then you can change. Applicants who previously applied for admission and were not offered the space can apply. So it happens that last year, 2023, you applied in Unisa for a short learning program. Maybe you received a student number, or maybe you were not offered the space. Then now, because of that, this year, which is now 2024, you get a chance now to reapply again. Then when must I apply? You have to check here. When must I apply? Registration for Unisa Short Learning programs is now open from 10th January to 28th of November, which means the whole 2 months still opening. So what do I need to know before I apply? Obviously, you need to read through this before you apply so that you understand that, okay, you see, what is this all about? So you must apply online for a short learning program. So basically in Unisa, if you are maybe you're not used to studying online, or maybe you're interested but you don't know how to apply, or maybe let's say you just finished your matric and then you wish to add a short learning course, so you're not aware about online learning, so you're gonna have to start to prepare yourself by trying to apply online. So you may apply online. You don't necessarily go to a branch. Yes, you may go to a branch, nearest branch, then receive an assistance to apply online. But mostly, it's better you take on your cell phone, smart cell phone, you load your data, and then you tap in apply online. That's how simple it is. You may apply for a maximum of 2 short learning programs, ranked in order to your preference, which means now you can select primary qualification, which means your most wanted one. Let's say now you want to study maybe economics, you can select number 1 economics, and then in case economics is full, you may select another second qualification, which means now maybe you want to do business studies, so that in case economics is full, you didn't receive any offer, maybe possibly you may receive an offer in business. That's the reason why you have to select 2. But it may happen that the first choice, it is the one that happens to approve. So either way, you have to be prepared. That's the reason why now you have to choose 2 modules, actually courses. So from there, you must accept or decline the offer within the prescribed period of time indicated in your letter or offer. So in this case now, let's say you applied for economics for primary course. Then second, you applied for business studies. Now you realize that I want to basically do business studies instead of the first choice of economics. Now it happens along the way you receive an offer for economics, and yet you haven't received an offer for business studies, which means now you may decline the first offer of economics and then wait for the second offer of business studies. So that's what it means. Or maybe either way. Then now you have to check your document and confirm that you are ready to apply to Unisa. So obviously when you're doing your online courses or online application, you have to be prepared that. So you have to make sure that you have a valid email address. You can make a Google account. You have a cell phone number. Then accept that Unisa will communicate with you during application processes using the email address or cell phone provided, which means now we have to provide a valid email and then a valid cell phone number. So you apply through your email and then using a cell phone number, so that along the way, if you receive email for offers or for any certain follow-ups, then you can check on your emails, then make a follow-up, or maybe accept the offer or see what kind of communication it is on your email. That is what the importance of using the email. You see, and then after that, which means now, if you are being accepted, you will now get to register Unisa student, get free my life. So now before you apply, you have to have the following document scanned and uploaded in your cell phone or in your laptop, which means now along the way you're gonna tap your information, fill in the information, and then get to a point where you are required now to upload your ID. You may upload your school qualification, which means your national senior certificate is going to be required. For that matter, before applying for a short course, we have to check the requirements of the short course. Some of the short courses, they require a national senior certificate, which is matric. Some of the short courses, they require a bachelor's degree. Some of the short courses, they require a certain amount of experience in order for you to be able to do the short course. So the short courses requirements, they vary. It depends. So you have to be aware and check that, okay, you're not wasting your money or data by just applying for something that you don't qualify. So you have to check the requirements. Now you have to scan your national senior certificate. Then you scan your ID copy, and then obviously you have to stamp, certify your senior certificate, certify your ID copy, and then your academic records in case if they are requested, which means now if you were studying in tertiary, let's say you were studying or maybe you're currently studying bachelor's degree or diplomas, you can just download your academic records and then certify it, upload it. So national senior certificate, RSA ID certified, and then academic record. Obviously, if you're international student, you're going to use your passport. And then if you are married, you may use your marriage certificate. If you are divorced, your divorce certificate. See? And now, if maybe most of the module are being taught in English, so let's say now you require them to be taught in Afrikaans, then you may have a swan translation of document, you see. And then any additional document for short learning program, somehow they may maybe require your police clearance, or maybe anything that is required. If you have, you may upload. But the most important things upload your ID copy, certified copy, upload your senior certificate or academic records, then we are good to go. So these are the size that the files are not supposed to be longer than 2 megabytes, which means now when you certify or when you scan your documents, they must not be scanned at the same time with your ID copy. You scanned your ID single, and then you follow with you scanning your matric certificate one by one, so that you have them one by one. When you upload selecting them one by one, not just add everything, scan everything at once, and then now you will struggle to upload because they will be more than 2 megabytes. Then from there we go to the point where it says how do you apply, which means now basically we're going to show you how to calculate the amount so that when you apply you are prepared to pay the relevant amount. And then you don't have to forget that short learning programs are not funded by NSFAS. In case you want to apply for a bursary, NSFAS is not funding short learning courses. Maybe if you're already working, you may be funded by your current work or employer, or maybe you may fund yourself. Mostly you have to fund yourself, or you may request your sponsorship, maybe relatives or someone or something like that, or you work by yourself and then you make the payments. So now we have to click here to apply. How to apply? Remember, we're talking about short learning programs here. So now talk about short learning programs. There we go. If you apply the same similar procedure, if you apply for undergraduate, this is where you're going to tap. You're going to tap here for undergraduate. If you apply, which means now undergraduate, it's higher certificate, diplomas, bachelor's degree, advanced certificate, and so on. Then we have postgraduate, honors degree, and then diplomas, and so on. Now we're going to choose this one, which means this one, it is the one that says higher certificate, short learning programs. So now what are we going to do? This one shows us like apply for admission to study application. We tap the short learning programs. Then for short learning programs, if you have already have a student number you applied before, you will tap yes. But if you don't have, you just tap no. Then from here you will add your information, which means now you are applying. By doing that, you will be applying. But most importantly, let's check the one where it shows that the learning programs, how to calculate. Basically, you want to calculate. We don't necessarily want to apply, I want to calculate. So you can come here in case you want to select. Then you have your accounting science, you have your economics, you have your human resources, sciences, you have law, you have education, you have business leadership, you have administration. All these, they are short learning courses. You can come here, education. Let's say now you want to teach for young kids. You tap there for your College of Education. Then you can scroll through the courses. So we have advanced course. If you want to choose advanced course, you can choose the short learning course. Some of the courses, they are 3 months to 6 months. And then we have programs. Usually programs, they are for a year, 12 months, 1 year. So that's what you do with programs. Now let's say now you want to do early childhood. You tap here early childhood, you just select the one that is relevant. Course in education management in early childhood development. Then you scroll down the duration amount. Duration is 1 year. Then the target group, the course is appropriate for people involved in early childhood, which means now you're teaching young kids in crèche and so on. Then now for admission, so which means before you apply or you attempt to apply, you must be aware of this. The requirements here, it is senior certificate or equivalent NQF level 4. So which means now if you don't have NQF level 4 metric, you don't qualify for this short course. You see, then now you check registration so that you be aware. You don't have to register only after February. You have to register between 1st December and 28th. But for now, this one opens in 10th January and will be closing on the 28th of February, unless they extended the admission. Now here's the course leader details. You check the details in case you want to inquire. You can tap and talk to them. Then program administration, you can email them in case you want to inquire about something. Now here's the point where it says now the purpose of the statement, which means now the clarification or the brief of this course. So this course, the aims of this course is to equip students with management skills. That's the first thing, such as knowledge of professional managing staff, managing learners, managing parents, managing programs, managing safety in the early childhood development phase in African context. So it basically means it's all about management. So in order to be able to do something, obviously you require some skills so that you know how to manage people, how to manage staff, how to manage certain programs. Or maybe let's say you have meetings with parents, you have to be able to address parents. So from there now you have to check the modules. There are 3 modules here. So now the modules, the first module, it is introduce management skills in early childhood development. So this is the first module. In high school, usually we say they are subjects, but now in university they are not called subjects. They are more modules because they are actually similar to subjects. Because subjects in school, we have, let's say, if you're studying mathematics in grade 10, in grade 11, you're going to study mathematics, but more advanced than previously. If you go to grade 11, mathematics is more advanced than in grade 10. If you go to grade 12, mathematics is advanced from all the previous standards. So it's mostly similar to that. So which means now you're going to have to do introduction management skills in early childhood development, education management, programs and institutions for early childhood, manage differences in childhood, establish childhood development. The second one is managing the learning environment in early childhood development, which means now you manage by implementing the law, staff in the education, young children, managing learners, managing parents, managing early childhood. Then you have the third module, which is manage administration in childhood development. So this is your administration now. You have your committee in childhood, you have your health and safety equipment, you have your finances, and you have your childhood development. So which means from here, what you do now, you scroll up, you go to quotation. There we go from quotation. You want to check here that how much is going to cost you. Obviously you type in the year. So we're gonna have to check which year is this year. So you can just edit this one and then put in 2024. If you're South African, you type South African. If outside South Africa, you tap outside. Then this one is a postgraduate. Then you tap in the code which you're going to use here. And the code is 70271. 70271. And then you check here. If you want access for library, you tap yes. But if you're not going to libraries, you tap no. If you need to apply for matric, you tap yes. For exemption board, if you don't need to, you tap no. Okay, you tap your module, second module, third module, and then from there you tap display. Then it shows the amount, payable amount, which is total 6,500. Again, in module, ensure that you have entered valid module codes. 2024 postgraduate, and study fee code, introduce management skills 2000, managing learning 2000, administration 2000, total 6,000. So now you press back. If now you want to go to library, tap yes. You need to apply for matriculation board, tap yes. You tap your module 1, your second code, third code. From there you press display, which means now library card, access card is going to cost you 80 rand. Then matriculation exemption is going to cost you 750 rand. So all in all, with modules, you're going to pay 7,221. So that is the amount you're going to pay. Then from here you go and apply. So see now my area is raining. We are so blessed. It is raining and raining and raining. It is the good way, which means now someone who requested a video or who needed clarification is going to receive the application to apply and receive the amount to pay and study. Yes, this is the Honoring channel. Subscribe and share. In case you know how to do it, share to someone else who requests or require the knowledge. So let us share.